Alright, here we are again. I cut the last video kind of short, and I figured I would show you just a few more things to do to style your locks. Like I said, it looks totally different now, or sort of different, because it's got large waves in it, in the hair. Let's see if I can come up a little closer and you see how it falls. It doesn't look so messy when you give it the little wave patterns from the braids or from the cornrows. With the next one, I'm going to just a few more styles to show you how you can just pull it back. But I will show you a different way, and just put the clamp on here, hold it in place because it's thick. Now, the longer your locks get, the thicker it gets when you try and pull it up and gather it. But it gives it just a different look, a slightly different look when you pull part of it up. And again, if you one that likes little pieces to hang, you can play with it and have little pieces hang down, and that gives it a different look there. Just a few little pieces hanging down gives it a totally different look. Don't forget your headbands. Again, it's just like having shreds. And so you can style it. That was a wide band, and here's a narrow one. You can even put the headband on. And as you see, I just pull it up, put the headband on, and then just place a clamp, and it'll hold it. The one thing I found with the locks, and it was the same as with the shreds, it doesn't look good when every one is in place. I don't like that one sticking up wherever it's sticking up at. But when everyone is in place, it looks okay. But when you have a piece here or there kind of hanging out, it still looks good. That means this doesn't have to be neat, 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 neat for it to look good. And it'll still look good for you. And it's nice to, you can just pull a little piece up and leave the bulk of it down. I'm demonstrating with the clamp, but you can use large size hairpins. And if you use large size hairpins, you can't see it. But for the demonstration purposes, it makes it easier if I use the clamp. But you don't want people to see your inner workings, then that's what you do. Remember, you can pull the back up and leave quite a bit of the front out. Tussled, or whatever they call it, hair looks really nice, where, like I said, doesn't every piece, if every piece is not in place, it still looks good. So you don't need every piece in place, and it'll still have a nice effect with some hanging down. So try it. Don't be afraid to experiment and try some new stuff. Now, one way Another way that you can get volume here, if you're interested in volume here, remember if the hair is weighted with a moisturizer, it's going to drag and pull down. But another way to get the volume throughout the crown area is to just take sections. Do not section it here in the middle. If you section it in the middle like this, when you take it out, you're going to have that middle showing. So sometimes this is what I'll do. See, it's not nice and neat. And then twist, twist. I'm going to go a little slow so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm twisting it all in one direction. Now these don't stay in long because they feel kind of tight. Once you twist this down really good, it will start twisting, and then you start winding it around on itself. Keep winding the ends around the base of the hair until it disappears. And it usually will hold itself. And you do that for the whole crown area. And again, you see how I parted it? Not neat at all. That way it doesn't leave any separations in places that you don't want it. Again, I'm going slow so you can kind of see I'm just twisting it all in one direction. I'm holding this out to the side and I'm twisting all of this back towards my back. You see how that's on the end still loose, and so I just twist it all the way down. And then if you twist it tight enough at the base here, it will start turning on itself, and then you wrap it around the base. All the way to the ends, and they sit. You've seen this style. Jada Pinkett Smith wore this style all over her head one time. It was gorgeous. But you leave it in there long enough for the hair to set. Now this is too thick. This is too much at one time. So you don't want the sections too thick. And then you just turn them. It doesn't matter which direction you turn it in. You just keep turning it in that same direction. It's better to twist the hair all the way to the end and then twist it around the base. You do it all over. I like to do it on just the crown and then put plaits on the rest of it. You can do that because, like I said, the top waist will weight the bottom parts down. But you can do it all over if you like, or you can do it just on this crown area only, not perfect parts. And then when it's time, when it dries, you take it out. Just unwind it. I'll probably do this full style on another video to let you see. It's about the same as this, depends on how big you make the sections. It's about the same as when you corn roll it, but it gives it more volume. As you can see, it's slightly more volume in here. If I had let it stay longer, it would have been really firm and it would stay much longer. But as you can see, I it's a little late, and so I don't sleep with those in because the twisting tightens the hair up at the scalp area. But as you can see, it's a little bit more volume up in here than what I had when I did the other ones. Had I let it set like I did before, you could really see it would stand up a little bit more and not tend to lay flat here. So compare this to part 1 and you'll see a difference in the fullness. It just kind of looks neater. And you can come over to that side. It doesn't matter which side you're wearing on. I just tend to wear it on the other side. So try it. Try a different way other than just wearing your locks straight. You can section them off in medium-sized sections to plait them, or you can do the cornrows in medium. The thicker the cornrow, the wider the cornrow, the thicker the wave pattern will be. So if you want a smaller wave pattern, then you want to do it a little smaller, thinner with cornrow. Or you can do it in the twist like I just showed you. Either way, it will turn out really nice. It makes it just look a whole lot neater, and you may like it. Until next time, thank you for joining in.